In this video, I wanted to share some of the things that I've learned from the experiment, Marketing Tech Mastery for Seniors. To start, I wanted to bring back to memory what the offers were. So we had a seminar, it was called a Tech Mastery Seminar. It was going to be either for free plus $9.96 for refreshments. Russell mentioned the importance of having a free plus shipping and handling offer, and so that was going to be that. And since Dan Kennedy said whoever can spend the most money on acquiring a customer wins, the seminar was going to be the way to spend money to acquire customers, that to build a relationship in which they will purchase higher ticket offers and other things. The second tier was $97 for the seminar. So it's the same offer, different price point, different bonuses, and probably a longer Q&A. Well, definitely longer Q&A. That's the price tag for that offer. The third offer, which is the workshop. So that's a 2-day event, and the price tag for that, and catered lunch, everything like that. And the price tag for that was going to be, is $4.99. And the last offer that we had for this funnel was going to be private coaching for, I'm not sure exactly how it was going to be structured. I just knew it was going to be private coaching, 4 to 8 hours for $2,500. So it was just going to be a higher ticket offer so we can anchor it in. Some people will buy it, so we just give them the opportunity to buy it. Then I'm thinking right now, as we're having this conversation, what if we have a $20,000 offer as our anchor and the thing that we can allow people to buy from us? I'm going to work on that. I'm thinking of teaching people how to build an app from the ground up as a private coach, to generate $20,000 from information marketing. So that's a cool offer. I also wanted to share some of the lessons I've learned from running Facebook ads, meta ads. I tested 2 hooks, so 2 pictures and headlines that would, really 2 pictures. That was the thing I was testing. There was a picture which was it presented a group of seniors that were sitting at a table and they were being taught by someone, and it seemed to be about technology. They were on the computers and their iPads or their phone. And the other ad was a man smashing a computer, essentially to speak about his frustration with computers. These are some things I've discovered. From my understanding, they're converting decently. The thing that's interesting is they're converting gender-wise differently. So the one with a group setting where it's seniors learning how to use the technology, 60% of the audience of that clicked on that ad were women. And the ad with the men breaking the computer, 70% of the people that clicked on that ad were men. So I thought that was interesting. And what this tells me is when I'm running I'm going to run these ads again. And I'll tell you why in a couple of minutes after this point. So when I'm going to run these ads again, I'm running the group one to women seniors, or female seniors. I'm not sure what's the politically correct term. I'm going to run that specific ad to them because they like it more. And I'm going to run the other ad to male seniors. because they like it. Now, when I ran these two ads, I was looking to lead everybody that click on either ads to the Tech Mastery seminar. So that was the free plus $9.96 for refreshments. I did get people with the men smashing the computer. I had data for that. They clicked on the ad. They did not purchase from the ad, and they spent about 6 seconds. So the landing page, the sales letter, did not work. The ad worked. We had enough traffic to be able to sell some people, and we weren't able to sell. So had to work on, gotta figure out why. One of the things from last video I mentioned was changing to a picture, which I've done. I haven't ran ads against that yet to see if there's a difference, if people are gonna stay there longer. The other ad, which was with a group, was supposed to be also showing to the mastery seminar. It didn't. It was actually sending traffic to the workshop, Tech Mastery workshop, which I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, I'm wasting money. This is not what I wanted to happen. It actually ended up being a blessing, because I learned that people were willing to buy the workshop for $4.99. They haven't actually purchased, just leads that showed interest in the Meta ad. I also was able to attract an events director at a senior community, and she also showed interest. I shared some messages on the post, and she explained how many students, a little back and forth, and I sent her a DM. This is a story I'm going to share. That was funny. It sucked too at the time, but the second. So I sent her a message in DM. She didn't reply for a couple of days, and I decided that I was going to call. I'm a salesman. I can call. She's a lead. She's interested. So it's going to be just closing, figuring out exactly what she needs, and just closing the deal. And when I called, I asked, is so-and-so there? Does she work here? And then they answered yes. I was like, okay, can I get on the phone with her? And eventually I got to her, and I told her, I reminded her of our interaction online, and the reaction was not what I was expecting. She said I was being sneaky. She disliked it that I called her at work, and she hung up. She nicely hung up. She was angry, yet nicely hung up. She didn't slam in my face. She didn't close it, really. She's like, bye, ciao. And that wasn't my intention. My intention was just to let her, I thought that she was asking for people that she was serving at work. I thought that's what was happening. I assumed it was a good idea to call her where she was, because I've been told calling on the phone is you can make money doing that. That did not happening. I did send her a message telling her I did not apologize, because I don't think what I did was wrong. I do think, well, in her case, I came off too strong, and I understand her perspective as to why she got freaked out. I told her, I understand, it wasn't my intention, and if I respect her wishes, and she ever wants our services again, I'm always there. She can reach out. So that's how I dealt with that. When she slammed the phone though, I was kind of sad, because like, oh man, when I picked up the phone, I was like, I'm gonna get money, I'm gonna get the money, and then that ended up not happening. So that was a little disappointing. It's a lesson learned. It's a big blessing though, knowing that other people in her peers like her, so other people like her, are interested in the service that we're providing. So that means we can pitch more people and we will have more sales that way. And those will be a lot bigger than, because it's selling tickets to the workshop. So it's to somebody who has an audience of our ideal customers, selling the tickets for that. So it could be 20, 40, 60, maybe 100 people purchasing tickets to attend the workshop. So those are pretty big numbers, relatively speaking, compared to getting the free plus $9.96 offer. I also wanted to share some things I've been learning from Gary Halbert. He's a copywriter who was really good at what he did. One of his seminar, he mentioned that his favorite part about flying over the U.S. is knowing that a third of those households has sent him a check in the mail. I was like, well, that's awesome flex. That's amazing. One of the things he shared that is making me intrigued and I want to do is he sells things that people already are buying, that want to buy. The 3 things that sold most were things related to sex, money, and health. I'm not sure which one between money and health was 2 or 3rd. I remember specifically he said sex was number 1. So people want to buy things relating to how to get this woman, how to get this man, how to be more attractive, how to be hot, whatever. These things would be compelling titles. So how-tos, especially. He mentioned that how-tos, or was it Dan Kennedy? They mentioned that how-tos is one of those headlines that attract people. Another thing that he mentioned, which pertains to the earlier thing about selling what people are buying, is selling a weight loss training program to somebody who's skinny. That would be bad. That would be a hard sell because this person, that's not what they want. Selling weight gain formula, as he said, to people that are looking to lose weight is they're not gonna buy it. So that's what he means too about buying what people are selling, what people are buying. Another example he gave it to that is if there's a list of buyers and they mostly purchase things related to weight loss, then you should also sell them things related to weight loss. If they purchase a book about weight loss, that's the thing that Russell would say, is then sell them things related to weight loss. So like a food scale, a food tracker, a subscription to MyFitnessPal. Yeah, MyFitnessPal. And maybe send them like an accountability partner or something, like connecting them with something like that. That would be a total offer that you can provide to somebody who's looking to lose weight. And the ad would be the reason why you're not, do you want to know the reason why you're not losing weight? Things like that. That could be the hook to get them to read the sales letter and then get them to buy the product. That would, as the creator of the product, that would make their life much better, as long as they give you money in exchange for it. Those are my shares. I would love to hear what you've been learning about marketing, because it turns out it's very, very important and we can earn a lot of money through marketing. There's a guy who worked for Agora Publishing. He was able to earn the company $40 million just from his copy, the words he wrote on a piece of paper. That's quite amazing. Over his career, he did $170 million from words. And in 3 years with words. So that's really, 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 really cool. Finding out a ad that attracts people and a sales copy that converts those eyeballs into buyers, perfect. And last thing, PS, ChatGPT's copywriting outperformed my writing significantly. It was for the workshop, I used ChatGPT to build the sales letter, and people have expressed actually desire to purchase from that compared to the one I've actually written myself. One thing I have learned from the ChatGPT copy is it structured the offer to be something completely new and went through to explain what the offer was. In my copy, I didn't position it as something completely new, the seminar. I also did not really explain what was happening at the seminar. It's kind of what happens with, because the entire thing was like, it was the secret. I did explain a little bit what the secret was, but it was to make the suspense. So I think in that aspect, that worked. One thing to implement definitely is the explanation. Yeah, saying it's revolutionary, that's something definitely I can implement in my copy, and that would, I see why it would add a lot of value to the copy. Last thoughts and things I'm going to implement now. So I'm going to use both ads again to hook people, and I'm going to drive them to traffic to the workshop and see what the results are for that. So I'm looking to spend $100, and the goal is to get one buyer for the workshop with the hope of earning $20,000 from the $100. So that's the hope, and the goal is really one sale. The hope is $20,000 in sales. Thank you. I'll let you know what happens.